What's going on, YouTube? This is my YCS deck profile of my Inzektor build that I played. I went 6-3 with it. I lost in the bubble to Heroes to a Hero Blast. It's kind of sucked, but it's alright. There's other games, there's other YCSs where I can make day 2. Um, I just wanted to tell you guys my personal tech choices in here. Just things I would take out, things I would play again, things I wouldn't play again at all, and I wouldn't recommend it to any of you guys. So here I go with the explanations of the deck list. One BLS, of course. He got in there this weekend, especially against the hero matchup. Especially whenever they try to skill drain me, I'm just gonna go ahead and just drop BLS and just swing over their monster. Even if they Gem Knight spark me, I can always just bring it back with Call the Haunted, which actually got in there too. So I'll get back to that in a minute. Next is Card Trooper. Card Trooper was sort of a, I don't even know how to even explain it. It was a win and it was a loss. Card Trooper could have been other cards that I could have drew, but in all reality, I milled out the cards that I needed, like Hornet. It was round 6. Summon Card Trooper. I milled out 3 Hornets. I can't believe that happened. It was oh my god, what the hell happened? So Card Trooper can get in there whenever it needs to, but sometimes it can be a dead draw whenever you're going down to a top decking and when you need that Inzektor to win. But overall, pretty good card. I would, I guess, recommend playing it. It's just personal preference. I play Triple Effect Veiler. It's just a meta call for priority being gone. It's broken. It's the nuts. You drop it on anything, they can't do anything. So cool. 3 Centipede, 3 Dragonfly, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Gigamantis. Okay, so Hopper. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me what you guys think about Hopper, because basically what I did was everyone's saying run it at 2, run it at 0, don't play it at all, play it at 2. Come on, you gotta play it at 2. I just compromised and just said fuck it, so I was just yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to 1. So 1 got in there this weekend because it overall it wasn't dead per se. So I don't know. I would recommend playing Hopper at 2. But as soon as Ladybug becomes legal, everyone's gonna be playing that card because it's just gonna be a lot better. So here, 3 Hornet, 1 Sangan. Another personal type choice is Thunder King Ryo. It really did get in there this weekend against the hero matchup. Everyone was either going to be playing either heroes and Inzektors or possibly Dino Rabbit. So I'm going to go ahead and play Thunder King and just wreck heroes with it. And I'm going to wreck Dino Rabbit with it. I didn't play any Dino Rabbit, but I ended up playing 5 hero decks and losing in the bubble to Hero Blast, to the last hero deck that I played. It was a good overall match. It went all the way into game 3. We were at low life points, and then he just ended up getting it. So it was good. So Thunder King's good. Play it. I would recommend playing it again. Lure Darkness, deck thinning, and it can make great Livier plays at times. Foolish Burial for the Hornet. I've always thought about taking this card out for something else. For maybe another Hopper or something, because I don't know, it's just Foolish just doesn't seem like a really good card. It down to top decking, it's just a really bad card because I drew this and then I scooped, because it's I could have drawn something a lot better, especially since I'm playing Card Trooper. I'm milling out all my stuff. So, but I mean, I guess I would still play it because there were times that I could drop a Hornet in the grave, drop my last Light in the grave for a BLS, etc., etc. Heavy Storm. Overall great card. It's a staple. You guys are noticing why I wasn't playing Dark Hole. My friend was making it with great meta call, and in overall, it actually worked, because he said you already have enough popping power on the field to just get all your opponent's monsters off the field at first turn, and then I completely agree with them. Yes, there were times that I could have played Dark Hole, but would I recommend playing Dark Hole again in this build? In this build, personally, no. In other builds, it's just personal preference. Double set caliber swords. Like, this card is the nuts. Play it on Dragonfly with Hornet. If I have that, good game. This card I'm taking out definitely. Mind Control was only meant for the mirror match. I never drew the hopper in time, so I could be able to exceed with the level 4s the heroes have, so that I could be able to go like rank 4 or something. There was only a couple of times where like Mind Control came useful, and that was against Dark Worlds when they set their brow because they were going on the defensive, and then I took their monster and then exceeded with it. Another thing with Mind Control is that you would only side it for the mirror match, and even then I wouldn't even side it. But overall, people were like telling me that like Mind Control is just an overall universal card because like if there's like a really big monster on your opponent's side of the field, you can just take their opponent's monster and then just like swing with like your little baby monsters for game. Like I said, personal preference on like whoever like, wants to play Mind Control. I'm thinking about taking it out because I didn't really like it personally. Next is Monster Reborn, of course, staple. Triple MST, staple. Pod Duality, I was iffy about this card all weekend, only because of the fact that Pod Duality makes me waste my like special summon, and then it's like I need special summons in order to get my OTK off. But Pod Duality helped me in with the best case possible. Bottomless Trap Hole was one of the best cards this weekend, hands down. I flip Bottomless like on basically anything, even when there's centipedes, and it's like it was just so good. Call of the Haunted, again, another great card, especially comboing with Sangan, Card Trooper, Inzektor Dragonfly, Inzektor Gigamantis, BLS, Thunder King whenever I needed it. This card's just so universal. I was thinking about bumping it up to 3, but there was just no room and time for me to like finally on the Call of the Haunted because I didn't bring my commons. Solemn Judgment, of course, staple. Double Warning Brigade. Torrential Tribute, I played it too. I didn't play a Mirror Force because I was playing against Inzektors. Oh, sorry, guys. I played a double Torrential over the Mirror Force because Inzektors can pop by Mirror Force and it's just useless. If anything, I would side deck it and it would just work out fine. Onto the side deck. It was really good side deck, especially with the MVP cards of the weekend, which are Snowman Eater and Royal Decree. Royal Decree is just an overall universal card because you can just go ahead and just side out your Bottomless, your Call of the Haunted, your Torrentials, siding your Decrees and siding your Dust Tornadoes and siding your Deep Fissures and or Snowman Eaters, and it was just really good. But anyway, I'm playing 2 Cyber Dragons only because there were some Machina decks that were there, like I am Kevin Silva's Machina Eartown deck. It made day 2, so I was just preparing for that rogue deck kind of thing. The DD Crow, broken. I should have played it at 3 though. It was good whenever I drew it. Just one max seed. There wasn't like a lot of windups because the priority's gone. You can just Bottomless or Torrential or your opponent's. Oh my god, guys, sorry. My opponent's that mighty, and then when they're just fought from there, because then they can't really come back from it. 2 Snowman here for the hero matchup. For the Dino Rabbit matchup. Did not play 1 Dino Rabbit at all the entire weekend. But overall, this card was the MVP of the side deck. God, I wish I could main it, but I didn't. So, and I don't think I would. But I'm just saying, like it was just so good at that point that I would just main it because it always came in handy for something. Spear Reaper. I only said this card twice against Flamevilles, which I lost to. It was just a really rogue deck that I was not prepared for, and it just outswarmed me. It outswarmed me with a double Stardust, and it's just like I can't really come back from that. It was sort of it was hit and miss. So I sided it, I set it, and then I like sat there for like a few turns. One tech choice in the side deck is Armor Blast. Target one face-up Inzektor monster card you control and 2 face-up cards your opponent controls and destroy them. It was only meant for people playing Shadow Imprisonings, but you know what? Like I took care of that with the Dust Tornadoes and the Royal Decrees and the Mystical Space Typhoons. It was just an extra option. I played it against heroes whenever they had with the Shining and the Shadows, and I had my combo in hand, and they had no back rows, and I just basically just like swung per game with that because I just popped their 2 monsters, Monster Reborn, back my card, and then I just swung per game. Double D Fisher with the another MVP card. Like I can never leave this card out because it's just so broken. A lot of people like appeal the ruling of Hornet versus D Fisher. Can it go to the graveyard? Yes, it can because it is a spell card. A lot of people like appealed it. I don't know why they did because it just makes common sense and or the basic game mechanics that it's a spell card that's getting sent to their graveyard. Dust Tornado, like another MVP card. I can't leave this card out again because like Dust Tornado is just like really good. I set it against multiple hero decks because I played 5 of them that day, and it just got in there, did work. Royal Decree, the best card in the game by far. People were saying play Trap Stun, but like Royal Decree got in there instead. Only because it's a continuous effect. It lasts all turns, and Trap Stun just lasts 1 turn. I mean, yes, it is a good card whenever you need OTK, and they just negate it. You just use your trap cards. But like Royal Decree is just one of those cards. It's just like wow, it's just so good. I flipped it against a hero matchup game, round 2. He played heroes. He set 5 back rows, and I flipped a Kree and phase, and he scooped, and he decided to slip him off the way because he was that mad. I found him later on, and he said his back row was Solemn Judgment, 2 warnings. Wait, Solemn Judgment, a warning, 2 bribes, and a skill drain. I don't know why he said all that. I mean, yes, he did have the nuts, but I just had with the better nuts, and he couldn't even Gemini Spark. And I was like, maybe you should have left like some room in there, but from there, like, I would have went off because I had Dragonfly, Hornet, Heavy Storm, everything. So it was a really good overall card, and I would recommend you guys playing it over Trap Stun. My extra deck was pretty basic. 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for the a machine matchup, gadgets, etc. Catastor, Armory Arm, Stardust. I actually made Stardust a few times. Granosaurus, good against heroes. I played it against heroes and it just won. It won me games. Plus, it's a 2000 attack monster. It's broken. Double Livier because it's the nuts. Along with double Leviathan Dragon is just the nuts again because I'm summoning that card and just swinging for game. Giga Brilliant, I never brought him out besides like 2 games probably. Because I just had other cards just to play around it because either I went double Acid Golem with a skill drain on the field, or I went double Livier and then brought back my Dragonflies that were removed for some odd reason, etc. Utopia, I've only brought out once the entire day, and it was useful because I reborn his Neosalius, and I summoned my Hopper, and I overlaid for Utopia. I swung at his life points. He summoned the Shining, and then I went a detached for Utopia. Next turn, I drew a Dragonfly, and then I basically just went off from there. Steelstorm Roach, another personal preference. I played it. It was I didn't play any dragons at all, but it's okay because as soon as Heretics come out, I'm ready for it. So I'm gonna keep this in the extra deck. Heretics with this card is just really good because everything just relies on this card. Steelstorm Roach, like not even with the level 4 can get over this card. It's 1800 attack compared to my 19. Plus, it also stops all their like level 5 or highers. It's just really good. Steelstorm Roach did go up in price over the weekend, which I'm also excited. If you can see right here, it's 31, 37, 47, which is just going up. It was at $25 at one point. And 1 Zen mains. If I had more, I would play 2, and I would take out like a Granosaurus or something, or a Leviathan Dragon or something. But Zen mains overall was good over the weekend. There were some times where I didn't want to play this card and wanted to play other things, but Zen mains is one of the best cards in the format. But leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the deck. Tell me the personal choices the way you would make in Inzektors, and tell me how good Inzektor Ladybug is, because it's really good, and I want to hear your guys' opinions about it. But this is Unknownsloth with Team Lockdown. Peace, guys.